Hello friends, and welcome back to my tiny kitchen. I am Quintana, here with another recipe to share with you, and I'm very excited about this one because it is my absolute favorite thing to eat from childhood. We had them every New Year's Day. They were made every New Year's Day, and it seemed to me as a kid that it took forever until we could eat the deliciousness. But when we did, it was so worth it. And I'm so excited because I've never made them by myself before. And of course, I got them from Mexican Home Kitchen, and they are tamales. I'm so excited to share it. I'm so excited to try it. So let's get started. All right, so we have our chicken, our onion, and garlic in a large pot, and we're going to cover it with water. And then it says cook over a medium heat for 40 minutes, but I have learned something about cooking chicken like this. Just make sure you do not bring it to a boil. It should never go above a simmer because you don't want it to like seize up and make the meat tough. So I'm gonna, bring it to a low simmer and then keep it at a simmer for about 30 minutes. And then I'll check it and see if it needs more time. Now we're making the salsa. So we have our tomatillos, peppers, and garlic in a pot that we're going to cover them with water and then cook over a medium heat for about 15 to 18 minutes. And we're also going to cover the pot. All right, so now we have our tomatillos, peppers, and garlic that have been simmering for about 17 minutes in a covered pot. And so now we're going to transfer them to the blender and blend it on high until it's basically liquefied. All right, so I've shredded my chicken, and now I'm going to mix the salsa into the chicken and season it with a little salt and mix it up. Okay, so I have my beautiful husks in a huge bowl. I actually had to separate them in a couple different vessels because I don't have a bowl big enough for all 46. But what we're going to do, we're going to cover these with warm water and let them soak for 30 minutes. Okay, so here I have my tamale pot, my beautiful tamale pot. And before I do anything else, I have the corn husks soaking. And I just want to prepare the pot before anything because I don't have a proper steamer basket for this pot. The book actually has some great suggestions on equipment if you don't have the exact equipment. And she suggests that you just ball up some foil and toss them in there. And you can see that I've done that. Just ball up some foil, toss it in. And then we're going to cover this with some husks after we cover that with water. So prepare your pot. So after these have soaked for 30 minutes, we're going to remove the husks from the water and drain any excess water from the husks and then set them aside until they are ready to be filled. Now we're going to make the dough. So I have my manteca in the bowl of my stand mixer, and it says to beat until it's light and fluffy. So let's do that, I guess, right? Okay, so it said I was looking for this to be a lighter color and for the texture to be fluffy, which I feel like it is, right? So now we're going to add the masa, harina, the baking powder, and some warm chicken broth, a little bit at a time. All right, so now we're going to add the masa, the baking powder, and the chicken broth a little bit at a time as we beat it all together. Wish me luck. All right, I have my tamale station all set up. I have my chicken over here, I have my masa over here, I have my baking sheet where I'm going to put the finished tamales on before I put them in the pot. And I've rolled a couple just to kind of get the hang of it. So you're going to take your corn husk, put the wide end facing you, and then it said about 2 to 3 tablespoons of masa. I feel like that's a little much for this corn husk. So I'm going to take a little bit off. And then you kind of just smear it to the sides. Start kind of in the middle of the husk. Smear it to the sides, smear it to the edge. I've been using my fingers too, and that's kind of nice. I'm gonna finish this with my fingers just because it's a little bit easier and I feel like it gets more coverage. Of course, my hands are clean. Okay, so we have the masa all set out. Then it says about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons of filling. And then you're going to fold the sides overlapping each other, and then bring this up. And then I like to tap it down, and then I'm just going to set it on the baking sheet over here and repeat the process. So tamales wrapped. I'm ready to go. And here is my pot with the foil. So now, oh, I also added a nickel because I read somewhere, I can't remember if it was from this book, but you place a nickel at the bottom, so if you start to hear it clang, you need to add more water. I thought that was kind of brilliant, so I'm doing that. So I guess I'm just going to add water to the top of the foil, and then I'm going to layer some corn husks over that, and then we're going to set the tamales in nice and tightly packed, and then put corn husks over that, and then we're going to cook them. I believe for about an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and a half. I'll let you know. But let's get started. All right, so now I'm going to take the pot carefully over to the stove, cover it, and cook it for, it says about an hour. And it is from the book about the little trick about the coin at the bottom of the pot. So hopefully that will come, actually, hopefully it won't come into play and I won't need to refill it with water. Hopefully it's just enough water, and I can't wait to see how they turn out. There it is in its beautiful, simple form. My green chicken tamales. I'm so excited. Now here for the taste test is our favorite taste tester, Dan. Go for it.
All right, here we go. That's good. It's got that nice tanginess from the green items and the chicken and the moisture of the tamale.
Oh, very nice pronunciation.
Thank you.
Yay, I'm so glad.
The chicken is also very good.
Yay. Very exciting to me. I did it. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. And I can't wait to make them again. That being said, while this first batch was very delicious and I'm so excited that they turned out so well, there are a couple of adjustments that I would make and I will make the next time I make them. Like I will add a little more salt to the dough, to the masa, just to give it a little more flavor. And I won't add as much dough to each corn husk, but I will add more filling to each corn husk for the next time. So if you want to add those little tips and tricks for your recipe when you make them, do it to it. Let me know if you try it. Let me know how it turns out. I'm so excited. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to try. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through this book probably because I'm loving it. So don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends and spread the word. And until next time,